It was a quiet December morning just weeks ago and days before Christmas. In small town New Edison, New Jersey, a young mother's life was being ended behind closed doors, far from the applause that once filled a Broadway theater. At just 25 years old, Amani Dia Smith, who once played young Nala in Disney's The Lion King, was found critically injured inside her home. This didn't happen years ago. This wasn't a distant tragedy. This happened recently. 3 weeks ago. Within hours, Amani would be pronounced dead, and what followed would spark a homicide investigation that left a 3-year-old child without his mother. Hi, I'm Holly Mae Cormier, author of Memphis, a women's fiction novel about domestic violence, coercive control, and what it takes to end a relationship with a predator before they end you. Stories like this matter to me because they're not rare and they're not random. They're warnings that we often recognize after it's too late. So long before her name appeared in police reports, Imani Dia Smith belonged to a very different world. As a child, she stood under Broadway lights, singing, dancing, performing night after night as young Nala in Disney's The Lion King. To audiences, she represented innocent talent and limitless potential. But Broadway is an intense world for children. You have strict schedules, adult expectations, and applause that fades the moment the curtain falls. Now, when Amani's run on Broadway ended in 2012, she didn't transition into Hollywood fame. She didn't chase interviews or viral relevance. She disappeared quietly. And that disappearance wasn't failure, it was privacy. But privacy can also be vulnerability. So as Amani grew older, she built a life far removed from theater programs and playbills. Amani had her whole life ahead of her. She was vivacious, loving, and a fiercely talented person, as one friend commented on her GoFundMe page. By her mid-20s, she had become a mother, raising a young son reportedly as a single parent. Now, there were no headlines about her adulthood, no public warning signs, no social media breakdowns. Whatever struggles existed in her life existed off camera. And that's what makes stories like this so difficult, because when no one's watching, danger doesn't announce itself. Now, at some point, after her child was born, she entered a relationship with a much older guy. He was 10 years older than her. And this would become central to her death. Police are not releasing any details right now,